Sail with me as we go, where the ocean breeze and the dolphins roam. There's no place I'd rather be than with you, being barefoot and salty.
This week's episode on Barefoot and Salty Adventure takes us from Coruna to Cascais, and Jennifer takes you for a walk. Not quite sure exactly where, but I think she goes off to contemplate life. We then head to Lisbon to see the sexiest bathroom in the world. More important, we do a sightseeing trip through Lisbon. Very interesting. Go through the old town, a lot of history. After that, we do a tour of Sintra. A beautiful drive. We then head down towards the beach with a magnificent view from a parapet. Unfortunately, our ride breaks down and we are forced to Uber back to Cascais.
We're in Cascais, Portugal. We just had dinner and now we're heading back to the boat. We're gonna try to get an early night because it's been 3 really long days and we just had a really big dinner and we're ready to go get some shut-eye.
And Jenny and I just had, Jenny actually had octopus, which she loved because she had to exchange her fish cod. Happened to have bones in it, so she said, no, I don't eat fish with bones, thank you.
I can't. There's something about bones in my mouth that just, I don't know, I get grossed out. Come on, let's go for a walk.
As I ventured down the coast of Cascais, it's hard for me not to think about my life, where I am, where I've been, and where I'm going. Today we are so consumed with what people are going to think that we live afraid of stepping out and doing what we truly want. At the end of the day, we need to do what makes us happy. And maybe it's something as simple as going to the beach for 15 minutes a day, or doing cartwheels, or swimming, meditating, visiting a friend or family member. I've learned a lot on this journey about myself. Each new day on the water has evoked a different emotion in me, and the ocean has moved me in a way that I cannot explain. Sometimes it's not about taking the path less traveled, but your path, your journey. You know, I heard something recently and it said, how many times do we fear the dark? Only to find that once we enter it, there's nothing to fear at all on the other side, but something to be in awe of.
Afternoon and I'm actually exploring Cascais, Portugal on my own today, and I just thoroughly enjoyed walking around and stumbling upon some of these absolutely gorgeous places behind me. Finding your way around a new place. I'm lost, but I'm hoping that I'm lost in the right direction. All right, we finally made it to Lisbon. We've been in Cascais for the past few days, doing tours on the boat, and now it's time to be tourist and to venture into a new area and just explore what it has to offer.
Yeah, sure.
We've only been in Lisbon for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and we made our way to this really amazing square with sculptures from the early 1800s, and just, you can tell there's just a lot of history and culture here. I will. So you get to hand select the type of toilet paper you want to use, and since purple is my favorite color, I'm going to go ahead and get the purple toilet paper. Alright, we've decided to take a break from walking and go on a classical tour around Lisbon.
This is a remains of a Roman theatre built in the 1st century. It was covered up hundreds of years later and finally discovered and excavated. And
it wasn't until the earthquake in 1755 that they actually found this theater.
This is really the soul of Lisbon.
So in St. Vincent's left hand, there's a ship and 2 crows, and it's the symbol of St. Vincent and the symbol of Lisbon.
these Vikings, all these Avenue de Libertad. Every city has an Avenue de Libertad.
Se não for te cavar, o coração apaixonado é doce. Menina, menina, que não sabe quem eu sou. Menina, que não conhece meu amor. Mas você passa e não me olha.
There's no need for larger spits, you know? They almost touch. Because if in the morning, oh, I forgot to blend, okay? So, I will give it like this. Yeah, yeah.
Good afternoon. It is Easter Sunday, and we've decided to check out one of the parks here in Cascais, and just wandering through these paths and sporadically placed all these picnic tables, and see families sharing their Easter lunch together with a couple bottles of wine and just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, enjoying a nice cool breeze. Wearing my shorts for the first time in months. Kind of nice not to be cold, that's for sure. And yeah, hope it's not too noisy. The wind's probably making it noisy.
I love him.
Alright, love you.
We were supposed to be sailing to Gibraltar over the Easter weekend, but we still haven't received our AIS equipment in yet, so we decided to take a day trip to Sintra.
Sintra is a mystical city in Portugal. Very beautiful and a lot of interesting places to see.
a high cross. It is the highest point of the mountains that is near the Palace. This is a smaller ramp. So, the history of this palace is Montserrat. The name comes from Spain.
We had a little issue with our tour guide. His car finally decided it wasn't going to work anymore. We went up a hill and he lost all power. So here we were stuck up on the hill. Luckily we were able to back a car down into like a little parking spot. And now we're waiting to see whether his friend can show up and
Pick us up and
pick us up.
maybe finish the tour. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Kind of amusing.
Again, it goes back to every day is an adventure. Like
Exactly.
every day something good, bad, and different happens.
One of our
so-
barefoot and salty adventures right today.
And it's actually warm enough where we could be barefoot.
Luckily there are a couple of bars around too, so if we get thirsty we'll be okay.
I like your thinking. Now we're off to get a cocktail. Maybe a caipirinha or something fun.
Caipirinha?
Caipirinha.